Perfect. 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 Perfect.
What's going on, good people? It's your boy Gaming Dad. Sorry for the delay. Man, I was on my way home. I had to work today, and on my way home, they are doing construction on this particular piece of highway, and it delayed me big time. So please forgive. I was supposed to be here. I was supposed to get home like around 7:45. As you see, it's 8:30. So I ran straight in here so I can talk to my people and say good evening. A couple things, man. Listen, I would tell you, if you get a chance, go out and listen to Nate the Hates podcast. They got it on YouTube. A great listen. You know what? It's not too many times when you, especially in this age of Nintendo Switch 2 madness, that you really want to hear some intelligent conversation about the industry and how it pertains to the Nintendo Switch 2. Super good listen. The podcast was about an hour. Definitely highly recommend that you go check it out if you get a chance. I definitely enjoyed it. I listened to it. I listened to the whole podcast. Matter of fact, I finished as I was pulling into the driveway. But super good, man. You know what? If you get a chance, man, if you're on YouTube, we have a poll going on right now. And the poll right now is pretty much, hey, Geeky. The poll right now is pretty much, is Nintendo worn out its welcome? That was one of the questions. And at first, you know, it's like, you know, you're such a, I'm a diehard Nintendo fan. I would agree to that. However, this is why I agree with both Nate and NVG. When I look at certain games, and if I have an option to get that game on my Steam Deck, right now I'm buying the game on my Steam Deck. Cause it's a game right now, an indie game that's getting ready to come out, and definitely I played the demo, loved the demo, and I had an option to buy it on the Switch compared to buying it on the Steam Deck, and it was easy. Say we need a poll for tonight. You know what? We sure do. You know what? I scheduled my stream earlier. Let me see if I can. Let's see if I can get back into it. Yeah, I'll get it up there real quick. And so I set it up earlier. Let's see. Where am I? Keyboard. But by me coming back so late, it wouldn't allow me to go back in. So I had to start like a brand new stream. Which made me mad because I had everything all set up, and it's like I just wasted that time. But yeah, you're right. I gotta get that poll up. Let's see. Give me a second, good people. I know it's. I thought I was doing something good. Okay, there we go. Let me hit pause on that. All right. Let me get this going. Start poll. Hold on one second. Uh-oh. What did I just do? All right, there we go. All right, but like I said before, if you get a chance, definitely check out that podcast. It was a really good listen. You know, I can't say that, you know, it's, you know how I feel about watching certain YouTubers because they talk about the same stuff. But this one here was definitely very, very, it was packed with a lot of knowledge. Very, very, it definitely gave you a perspective on some of the reasons why Nintendo is doing the things they're doing, the delay, how that affects the consumer. It's a really intelligent conversation. Has the Nintendo Switch worn out its welcome? Great question for the evening. All right. If you're on YouTube, I'm about to start the poll right now. And that should be what's going on, CMG? My guy in the building. Let me get y'all on the board. Get a geeky on the board. Check and CMG. He had Supersonic Mike and Jay on the board. All right. So yeah, so I have to take they Nick the Hate, it kind of explained it like when it come down to has Nintendo Switch worn out his welcome, was just like, the excitement is not there. He's like, you know what? It's like, hey, if he said, and he made a very good point. He said, you know what? If this was a year and a half ago or 2 years ago, and you just say, hey, you know what? Metro Prime 4 is coming. He said, oh man, I'm ready to go. Super excited. Give it to me right now. He's like, yeah. Would he still buy Metro Prime 4 day one? He said, absolutely. But once again, it's like the hype is gone. The thrill is gone. And what's going on, GT? He said Nintendo is, in general, has worn out his welcome. But you still pirating their game, so I don't know if they wore it out completely. But, man, welcome to the stream, my brother from another mother. All right, Guerrilla Attacks. It's on the board. Gotcha. All right. But yeah, I once again, if you get a chance, definitely listen to their podcast. I'm gonna cover some other things they talked about, and another thing they talked about besides, has Nintendo worn out his welcome. They talked about like some of the real reasons or what they perceive that Nintendo has taken this route. And so they explored the fact of, it being financial or, once again, could it be, hardware issues? They came to agreement that it's not a hardware issue. And I agree with that. I don't think it's a hardware issue. Software, to be honest, I don't think software is an issue. I'm a firm believer that. Listen, and the third point, they kind of went into, but and theirs was financial, and there was more or less that this our Ocean R is down to $6 on eShop. What's going on, Quake? How you doing, man? Let me get you on the board. All right, hold on real quick. And so their kind of decisions was like, hey, it could be financial because the Switch is doing so well. And so that Nintendo could feel like, hey, they can push a little bit. And what's going on, Kenny? My guy. Get Kenny on the A on the board. Straight up pimping, you can find me in the A. But you know what? I watched a episode of of Nintendo Prime, and he covered another YouTuber, and I forgot the YouTuber's name. I forgot. I'm sorry, but he covered it. He covered it from the standpoint that because the yen is so weak right now, releasing a system would entail cost Nintendo a lot more money comparing to waiting. And I would tell you, this new president is definitely, price and money conscious. And I can foresee that being a reasons to hold it back because of the potential greater financial intake for their investors. And so that's the standpoint I'm taking. I don't think it's software because what's 6 months really going to do? Yeah, it could be beneficial. It could be helpful. But if you got current software already planned for this year, and there's enough third parties, and all you really need to have is like one or two bangers at launch, you make that decision if your Mario game is not ready. Then you make that decision. I get that. But if Mario's ready to go, from what we hear, Metroid is, at pretty much ready to go. You launch that bad boy with those 2 games, and you get the Christmas holiday, and it's gonna sell, and you won't see a drop. And you'll still have a good enough window to release enough games where everyone's happy. So I'm in favor of that. But don't forget, good people, to get your vote on YouTube. The question of the night is, let me put it down. Has Nintendo Switch worn out its welcome? And yeah, I would say yes. Because you know what? I just based upon my decision making when I buy games now. It's like, do I pick this up on the Switch, or do I pick this up on my Steam Deck? It's like, that's my decision now. It's like, if I can pick this game up on the Steam Deck, I'm gonna deal with faster load times. I got an OLED, and the experience is gonna be great. I'm picking it up on the Steam Deck. I'm playing Dead. I play a bunch of games, but I'm playing Dead Space right now. I've had it for a while in time. I caught it on sale and kind of started walking through it. Man, phenomenal game. A phenomenal game. So I'm gonna get back to everybody's statements in a minute. Just want to kind of give you what's going on, Steve? Steve on the board. Steve M. He says, you see Family Boards banned Doc Trey, then stole his news he found, and they posted. Yeah, a bunch of them. Yeah, man, listen, that Doc Trey situation is crazy. You know what? Because, if he out there doing the work, man, give him his credit. Now, some of these YouTubers have been giving Doc Trey the credit, but some of them, we know who they are, have not. And so all I know is that this story of recent, I heard days ago from Doc Trey. So, he gets the love on this channel for Shizzo. But yeah, that's crazy they banned him. Yeah. So I when it come down, I think when you come down to the end of it, I think this decision to delay was more financial, and that financial reason allowed them to kind of pivot and put them in a better situation. Because, of course, I think the longer they wait, I think eventually the better it's going to get. Now, it's going to, like in the podcast, they address that and how that affects third parties. And, yeah, you got to think about it from that perspective. You got a third party that, like Nate was saying, everything was pointing towards a 2024 release. And you got, this say, for instance, if you're a small indie developer, and you've been working on this game and you've been doing everything you got, you're getting it ready for 2024, but now you got to wait another 6 months where that's still, these employees still got to get paid. And even though they fine tuning the game and getting it polished and getting it right, they still got to make those payments. And so, you can definitely, with those kind of decisions, upset your constituents. So, something Nintendo had to worry about, but Nintendo probably don't care anyway. He said Trey and to hate carry leaks that last a couple years. Let's see. Let me go up here real quick. I think I sent a shout out to everybody. GT in the building, CMG, Geeky. Supersonic Mockingjay. CMG says the Switch has for sure worn out that welcome. Yeah, I know, man. Now, I'm definitely not playing it as much as I would like to. It's definitely like, okay, if I got my choice, I go for the Steam Deck. And Nate the Hate made a very good point, and I think it goes for a lot of hardcore gamers, is that if you got your choice to play a game on some more superior hardware, you're going to make that jump. You're going to instantly pick the more superior hardware, even if it's like, a small difference. To me, okay, for when I look at the Switch, it's like I hate load times. Load times just bother me something terrible. And so when I got my choice to pick a game compared, having very low load times compared to having long load times, I typically go to the system that's going to provide me that experience of some low load times. And so that'd be one of my issues. Kenny from A said, I'm already ready for that new Switch. Yeah, I think we all are at this standpoint, because it's like, you know what? They've been saying, like, I ain't gonna lie to you, I've been talking about this thing coming for years. It's been years. We were like, if it wasn't a Pro, it was, you know what? But you know what? Things happen. Things happen. Let's see. Steve M says, all I know is Switch 2 better have Persona 3 Reloaded at launch. I want to own it on cartridge. It is one of the draws that I like about the Switch. And I don't know about anybody else, but you really can't deny it, man. I like the fact to be able to buy a game, have it on a cartridge, and own it. Yeah, but you know what? In this day and age, that don't even mean nothing. It's getting worse and worse and worse and worse. But I'm with you on that, Steve. Retrospect Jay in the building, man. Let me get you on the board. Got you. So it depends. If the Switch 2 is coming out this year or next year, the answer is no. If they have it for 2 more years, then yes, it's overstayed its welcome. I don't know. You know what, man? I don't know, man. I'm sticking with I'm ready. I think we all are kind of ready for some new hardware because it's an exciting time. But think about it. Listen, no one would have predicted 8 years of the Switch. It's gonna be 8 years before that joker drop. That's a long time. That's a long time. Right now, we're currently in the midst of in year 7. That means we're still gonna get this whole extra year, and Switch ain't going nowhere. It ain't going nowhere for at least, for not even, I would say even 3 years. It'll get discounted. It'll still be hanging around because it's still a dope system. You know what? It's still a dope system. Let's see. Steve M says, I got a friend and coworkers who just got an OLED with Tears of the Kingdom came out, and they don't want new systems yet. I bet. I bet. To me, if I just invested into the system, into the ecosystem this past year, they got plenty to play. Absolutely. You know what? I really wonder. I really wonder the numbers. Like, how many new Nintendo Switch owners have they acquired over the last 2 years? To me, that's they got to take that kind of data and take that into consideration and say, man, what do we do? It's probably a reason. It's probably, to add to the fuel. You know what? You don't want to damage these new adopters. But, to me, at this standpoint, hey, shame on you, buddy. I've been doing it for 7 years. So 7 years, day one, we've been at this with the Switch. And so we ready. That's the reason why, man, Switch is not really going anywhere. Because to me, if I was just a newcomer on the scene, I have tons to play. I have tons of great games to play. You know what? Think about all those. It's some Wii U and Wii adopters who are just not buying the Switch, who getting their hands on, Wii Sports. And Wii Sports is great, man. I mean, it's fun. It's absolutely like really, really fun. And you know what? They'll keep playing that bad boy. It will not go anywhere. So yeah, I understand, but oh man. GT says, I can wait on Switch 2. I'm perfectly content with my PC/PC handheld combo. You know what, GT? Did you ever pick up a Legion Go? I know you said you was thinking about it. Steve M says, if Switch 2 is digital only, I will become another GT and pirate Nintendo. God almighty. That's heavy. I mean, that's heavy just off the bat. Like, buddy, they go all digital. Buddy, you know what? I might as well. If they go all digital, well, that'll be tough. But I don't think they will, though. I do not think that they're going to make that decision. But yeah, I mean, I feel your sentiment though. I like my physical games. I like going to the store and buying physical games. And I like having my Steam Deck, and it's nice to have my digital content. And you know what? I still would prefer my Nintendo to be on the cartridge. The Switch is the best video game console of all time when it comes to games. I have to second that emotion. I don't think it's hard to go against that statement. I mean, it's really, I mean, you can't add Steam into that conversation. Steam is a different beast. But I like Steam. I've really grown to like my Steam and having my Steam collection. But yeah, you can't argue with that. I totally agree with that sentiment. It is the best system of all time. Geeky says playing Stardew update on Steam Deck. Laugh out loud. I'd rather play on Switch. The question is, Geeky, why are you playing it on your Steam Deck compared to your Switch? Answer that question in the chat. We need to know an answer. So what do you think about the MS Claw? I know I wasn't getting it. Oh, man. Yes, you are. You thought about it. Dub City, what's going on, man? Welcome to the stream, my brother. Good morning to you. Let me get you on the board. All right. I got you on the board. GT says, don't say it like that, Steve. You become a smart consumer just like GT. Retrospect J says, even now I'm thinking I'm ready for the Switch 2 and I wish it would come out this year. I think a little bit of everybody feels your sentiment on that, Retrospect J, because if Nintendo makes an about face and says it's coming out this Christmas, it erupt the internet. That's the reason why, listen, within these next couple months, we're going to hear something. How big we're going to hear something, I don't know. But definitely come May, we're going to hear something. Something's going to come out where we're going to be like, oh, man, this is it. They're going to say something. They just give us the name and, they just say, hey, we're working on this and this is the code name. We're going to hear something come May, because when that first news dropped about the Switch, that Bloomberg article, it didn't tank Nintendo's stock, but it dropped $1. And currently it's still, hovering around that high 13, but it was pushing 15. It was almost at $15 a share. So to lose almost $1 just off a decision, or just off an article, is huge. So that tells you the volatility when it comes to investors. Now, I'm an investor. I own quite a few shares in Nintendo, and I keep acquiring them. But I tell you, in May, if they don't do they don't sound like, hey, this was what's going on, I would probably sell all my shares for a little while and keep that money hidden and let that price of that Nintendo Switch tank, how far it's going to go down. And when I feel like it's bottoming out, if it goes back to like a $10 a share, I'm going to rebuy. That's what I'm going to do. Look, I'm already ready. Like, I'm going to have my hand on my trade ticker. Like, as soon as information finds out, I'm like, oop, sell. I'm selling it at that mark, and I'm going to wait to see how far it drops. Now, if they come out and they release some form of trailer for the system, buddy, I'm leaving it right where it is. I know my stock price is going to shoot up, and I'm going to make money that day. Dub City said, good morning. GT says, the question would be, if Switch 2 has backwards compatibility, will Skyward Sword Switch drop in price, or will Nintendo stay scumbags and charge $70 for a port of a 2-generation-old game? Woo-wee. Knowing Nintendo, they're going to be the scumbags. They're going to get every piece of money they can. But you're right. They at that standpoint, they should, hopefully put it on sale. But I don't think so, man. I think you're right on that one. They're going to be the scumbags and charge you $70. GT says, no, I still haven't bought a Legion Go. There are rumors about a Legion Go refresh this year. See, this is my issue with PC gaming. Oh, this is my issue with PC gaming, man. It's because of the fact that, you know what? If they can make those kind of decisions, and all of a sudden you are wanting the next thing. It's like, man, I'm not buying a refresh. Let a rumor of a refresh. If I haven't read it yet, but I'm gonna search for it. If I find a rumor of a refresh, buddy, I'm selling mine. Listen. I wait till something more prominent pop up. But yeah, you get tired of that. Good people, listen real quick before we continue. If you get a chance, man, jump off the stream real quick. Hit that like button for your boy. Jump back on. If you're on right now, we're broadcasting on quite a few. We are on Facebook. We're on Twitch. We're on X. We're on YouTube. Do your boy a favor. Won't cost you no money at all. Hook me up with a like. Also, you know what I'm saying? You want to be a part of this great community, man. Listen, it only takes you $2, $1.99. And you can become a member tonight. And I would kindly appreciate it. I always take those funds and the funds we got, man. It just allows me to be able to continue to afford to give out $10 eShop cards. And I thank you guys for helping me out and dedicating. Ruben, my guy, man. Man, Ruben is the man. Gigi said, okay, so Stardew Valley updated on PC first. Okay, I got you. CMG says Steam Deck had a major update, but it won't change the type of hardware is inside of it. Hey, listen, I ain't care about the hardware. As long as if it make the experience play better, then I think it's a win-win. I'm gonna have to. When did that update drop, CMG? What's going on, Baz White in the building? What's going on, my brother? Get you on the board. You know what? Your streams pop up every time while I'm in school. I make sure if I don't do nothing else, I hop on and hit the like button. I might not better stay long, but I make sure. But I was working today when your stream came up, and I just wanted to jump on for a hot minute, let you know I was lurking. And oh, GT, man, is so funny. He said the vape god is in the chat. God almighty, leave my brother alone. Man, Ruben, man, listen, man, thank you, man, for the blessing. He said, with the $20 super chat, he says, hello, everyone. I wanted to give 50, but we're going to Disneyland in 2 weeks, so I have to stack up. Listen, my brother, listen. I wouldn't care if you gave $2, man. I thank you and appreciate. You know what? That $20 is going to allow us to give out 2 more weeks of eShop cards, and so that's a blessing to the channel, man. And I'm so grateful and thankful that you are willing to and able to bless the channel. But so I pray that God continue to bless you financially. You're not giving to the church by any stretch of the imagination, but to give is important. I think in any aspect of life, no matter if you give me your time, you give me your finances, you're giving your love, it's important is to give. So once again, my brother, I thank you from the bottom of our hearts, man. Appreciate you. Steve M says, my concerns with Steam. So I read someone say when Gabe dies, that whoever takes over the Valve might make Steam a subscription service instead. There's no promise we'll always keep our Steam games. That's true. But for right now, we safe. But yeah, if they were to make that kind of decision, boy, it would be a huge uproar. I mean, a huge uproar. CMG says there are 3 killer games that was on PlayStation and it's coming to Steam, and I'm darn excited for it. Okay, you gotta hook me up. What games are they, CMG, so we all can give you the yay or nay. Steve M says, I learned this already by losing my cosmetology comics. Thanks to Amazon. Losing my Funimation anime thanks to Sony and Crunchyroll. That's crazy. Why would they? Losing my music and movies from Google Play. Man. You know what? This is one of the reasons why I love buying physical copies of movies, because they would give you that option of having the actual disc, and they give you the digital version. So you keep your disc. Like I keep all my movies that I buy, especially if I buy them from the store. And then you know what? Low key, you can get your DVD, not DVD, but a Blu-ray ripper. And I just ripped the movie. I turned it into CMG on the movie sale. But I ripped them not to pirate them. I ripped them so I can have copies of them. So if they was to, pull those kind of moves, I still got a copy of the movie to be able to play. So yeah, that's tough. Thank God, listen, I buy the majority of my movies on Apple. And hopefully that Apple sticks around. They got the cash to stick around. I don't think they're going nowhere in my lifetime. So, but yeah, I feel your pain on that one. Totally. CMG, let me kill this for a cut. CMG said, that's a stupid fear to have, Steve, because any one of these companies can change up their whole business model. Sony, Microsoft, and Nintendo all have subscription services right now. Yeah, I would tell you that I understand why Steve thinks that way, because you know what, if you've been if you've been burnt once, in Steve's case, he's been burnt 2 or 3 times. You get real skeptical. You get a little skeptical of companies and their digital footprint and their subscription services. And so, because at any time we hear about more and more, saying games that we might not be paying attention to, they just get all of a sudden just pulled off. But then they get pulled off, and then later on in life they get re-released. It's almost like the pimp game. They keep out here pimping these games out here. We get out there, we buy them, we think it's ours, and all of a sudden they pull them out, just bring the service down. It's one of the reasons why it's hard for me to buy into games as a service, because of the fact that once that game becomes unpopular, it don't stick around very long. So yeah, it's a legit concern. I wouldn't operate out of fear right now. It's one of them things like, right now is good, so I'm gonna pray that it continues. I get it, but Quake says, finish 5th playthrough of Twilight Princess last weekend during spring break. Man, spring break. Not me, because I gotta get ready for school. It has become a tradition. My daughter wants me to buy another amiibo to commemorate her and I playing it together. Oh, that's dope. That is dope, man. Go run out and buy that for her right now, ASAP. ASAP Rocky. CMG says, I'm over here about to update. There's other videos YouTubers made about it. Okay, you talking about this? Talking about the update with dealing with the Steam Deck. But I will be watching videos on it. Yeah, I think that might be my plan tonight. I have to clean my room. It's a bunch of stuff that I bought today that came in. I gotta kind of open and get myself ready. Bought some stuff that dealing with some crabgrass. I gotta get some stuff together to kind of kill the crabgrass. I've been buying stuff. Here's what it is. Let's see. Quay says that the Blu-ray disc was skipping last month because the toddler got his fingerprints on it. Ooh. And nothing like them babies, man. Listen, quick story, real quick, man. Listen, I've had to buy 3 Wiis. I had my own Wii, and then I bought one for my kids, and so my son Joshua was really, really young, and then you know how they would get those Capri Suns, and you know the little straw from the Capri Sun. Why he take that joker, man, and put it inside my Wii? I was like, man, why my games won't play, man? And you know, I kept trying to play I kept trying to play the games. They was coming out, tearing my disc up. Oh man! Finally broke it down. They didn't broke the laser on it. You know, I didn't know where to go get it fixed, so I was like to go buy another one. But still, kids, man, what do you do? Then the preteen says, Dad, the movie is super laggy. Buddy had no idea what this kid was thinking. That's funny. That is funny. Even though you put a disc in there, they like, man, listen, this internet is buffing. That's so funny, man. Kids, man, what do you do? CMG says, it's Until Dawn, Ghost of Tsushima. Okay. Until Dawn, Horizon Forbidden West. Okay, yep, that's definitely on my radar. But Ghost of Tsushima in handheld mode, I just wanted to play well on my Steam Deck. That's the one out of all of them. I just want Ghost of Tsushima to play well on my Steam Deck. That's it. But you're right. Ghost of Tsushima, buddy. Quake said, hold on. Until Dawn, nay. Ghost of Tsushima, yeah, that's my vote. Nay. That's so funny. GT says the best part about this is that even if Steve were to pull some anti-consumer tactics, there are like 6 other launches outside of Steam on PC. Oh, man. It's also easier for a launcher to fill a gap in the market than it is for a company to fill a gap in the console market. Now, that's factual. Cannot argue with that statement. You are absolutely correct. It's just, you know what? I don't know, maybe I'm speaking out of turn for Steve, but I kind of feel like it's the mere fact, like, hey, if I paid you $60, they tax that $60 for me to buy the game, and then I don't own it. That's the issue. Like, I ain't paying you $60 to rent. This ain't Blockbuster. If I went and spent my money and say I own that game, that's my game, then let me have it. I can't return that bad boy once I open it. So that's how I feel about. That's the reason why I support physical media. So, cause to me, it's like, you know what? Like, I will always keep a Switch. Like, a Switch is not. I mean, I would probably rebuy a Switch just to make sure I'm able to play some of these games that I couldn't play before, or you know, because I got so many physical copies of. Ruben says, just look at Stadia. At least they gave refunds for the money. Right. Listen, Stadia was a great concept. This is no hate. I enjoyed watching CMG's videos. And I wanted Stadia to win because CMG was on that bad boy. But at least they had the class to understand, like, okay, this didn't work. Let's refund this digital currency that we pretty much took for them and didn't come through on their end of the bargain. GT said, yeah, look at CMG. He's been burned by Nintendo and Google.
Your Google Home isn't set up yet. To get started, download the Google Home app on a phone or tablet.
Google Home. All right. So they tried to burn down his house and kill his pet rat. My guy is still rocking with the digital gaming. Laugh out now. Yep, GT. But I still have faith in my favorite company, Nintendo. GT says, I get that idea of you bought the game, you own it, but then why are people not upset that Nintendo doesn't allow you to play the games you bought where you want? Because you know what, they don't operate on we know why. You know what? Nintendo operates on their own ecosystem. It's not like Sony. Sony didn't bite the apple and say, you know what, all right, now I'm gonna let these games be played on PC. Xbox, the same thing. They bit the apple. They say, hey, you know what, we're gonna get some of this PC money too. And Nintendo's like, listen, hey, we ain't going that route because we know how y'all do. So if you want to play, you gotta play on our systems. You can't be I don't think you can't be mad at that. So you know what? You better be mindful. I know you've been downloaded. They might have your information too. Nintendo got all the, what's that? Off that emulators website. Got all those. Hope you wasn't on Patreon, GT. Quag says, Stadia 2 is coming. What if Google Gaming's next step? I don't think, I think, you know what, they're going to operate, and they probably say, listen, hey, we'll just provide the servers and make our money that way. Like, they wasn't ready for that gaming smoke. Miss KTV, what's going on? Man, listen, everybody, if you get an opportunity, man, go support this young lady and her channel. She on Instagram. She's also on YouTube as Miss Case TV. She is a dope content creator. I come through her spot, plenty a day when I catch her. And thank you for coming through tonight. I know she hangs out a lot on CMG's site. That's where I met her from. So definitely come and support, man. Us content creators need as much support as we can. But thank you, Miss K, for coming through. Let me get you on the board. Let's see what we got. What we got going on here? How many we got? 13 people on the board. Come on, I gotta get Ruben on the board. Ruben. Did I miss anybody? Quay 311's on the board. GT's on the board. CMG's on the board. All right, I think we good. CMG says we're going okay. GT says emulators run game key rips and Nintendo still shut them down. Yeah, but come on, man. Listen, they shut them down because they probably was like, listen, man, if you really want this smoke, we can. The question is why they settle so quick. I bet you Nintendo had a lot more evidence that they didn't want to have exposed. It's emulators run game keys ripped and Nintendo still shut them down. Thus, I can't play my copy of Zelda where and how I want to play it. Well, I want ice cream for dinner all the time, but I just can't have it for dinner all the time because if I had it for dinner all the time, I might get fat. Sometimes we just got to say, hey, you know what? If I want to play it, this is the way I should play it. If I want to play it legally, listen. I get it. If hey, I don't want to. If I make a shirt, I want you to buy the shirt that I make. I don't want somebody that overseas copying my design and selling my shirts undercutting me. I think I like that. Look, you own a business, you sell this product, and then they take your product and they pretty much sell it on penny for the dollar, and you out of a business because they didn't took your product. That's end of the day. It's still as much as I understand, it's still Steven, still stealing, brother. Hold on, let's see what. GT says, I get all that. Nintendo should be going after the ROM sites, not the emulators. These are facts. I don't know. I think one day we're going to look back and figure out like where did all of this end up coming from? Let's see. CMG Steve M says, I do get upset when Nintendo, Sony, and Microsoft when they delist games. I also don't like them going after emulators. I agree. I'm not a because maybe I'm not. I think it should be emulator should be an option. I do agree. It says now we see emulators from 3DS being harmed because of the Yusu lawsuit. Yeah, they was like, man, listen, I don't want that smoke. They were like, all right, we're done. Peace out. Steve M says, I bet they come for MIG switch. Yeah, listen, they're coming for MIG switch. Even though I think MIG switch is good, I mean, it's a good thing and way to back up your physical games. Yeah, I think MIG switch is a little different. You know what? It provides them an opportunity, but once again, it's just they're not. It's almost like the emulator. It's like, hey man, ripping my own keys is legal. Having a place to put those things up and back them up, it's a legal thing. We do it all the time when we buy hard drives. We back up certain things. We should have that option to back up because and they got a legit case because they're like, hey, you know what? Why do we back up our songs? Why do we back up our music? Why do we back up our files? Because we don't want to lose them. And Nintendo and other companies have proven that, hey, you know what? Yeah, even though you're playing my game in my environment, if I have the right to pull that away from you, then you can't play it. And the MIG switch gives you that option to say, hey, I just want to back up my stuff so I don't lose it. That's the reason why, listen, I think MIG switch is going to be okay. Even though I believe Nintendo was probably going to try to go after them, I don't think Nintendo's going to lose. I mean, I don't think they're going to win. Let's see. It will be my first time. What you talking about, CMG? Thanks, Gaming Dad, for always supporting. Absolutely, ma'am. Absolutely. This is what we do. We got to support one another. GT says, you own the ice cream, it may not be the best for you to eat it all the time. However, the manufacturer of the ice cream is not telling you when and how to eat. Nintendo does. But it's their option. All right. So, okay. So look at it. If you're the ice cream shop but let's say, for instance, the ice cream is only made in the bowls that you serve. Like, for you to enjoy this ice cream, it has a certain thing when you put it in there and it makes it itself in the bowls you serve. Well, the only way you're going to be able to eat it if you eat it out the bowls that makes it for you. So you get to eat the ice cream, you gotta use their product. It's a business strategy. Hey man, listen, I got these games. I designed these IPs. They dope. I know you want to play them, but you gotta play with my system. Well, you know what? Either you play on your system or you steal them. Now, if I come over to your system and you have a game that I bought and I was playing, and then all of a sudden you decided to take that game away from me, then yeah, we should rip it. We should rip it and bootleg. Absolutely, I'm in favor of that, because when companies start doing that, then they're doing the same thing to us. They're stealing from us. So I believe that you should be stolen. In that standpoint, we should be able to bootleg that game. And to me, Nintendo or any other company opens themselves up to have that game ripped from them. All right, let's see. But that was a good comeback. All right, real quick, let's see. Hold on one second, good people. Get into some of these stories. All right, let me see if I can get this to. It wasn't acting right earlier. See. There we go. We in the win. Boom. All right. PS5 Pro leaks, rumors, and everything we know. Listen, I think we talked about this a couple of weeks ago about let me ask y'all, for some of you guys who own a PS5, if they come up with a new PS5 Pro and it allows to run your current games at a better frame rate, more consistent, you're not having no issues, it makes your games run better, it's better for your TV, blah, 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 blah. Do you invest into it? I was like, man, listen, I'm not going to lie to you. There's nothing wrong with my PS5. What's going on, my brother? This is somebody, lovely. I'm just going to call you She Love. I like that. She Love, what's going on with you? Don't know if you're a boy or girl, but what's going on? Let me get you on the board real quick. Let's see, can I? It would do that, wouldn't it? There we go. She Love. Listen, man, if you're new to the channel, we give out a free Nintendo eShop card every Monday night. And by you jumping in tonight, you are now on the board. And at the end of the stream, we give it out. So right now, there's 15 people on the wheel. As a matter of fact, if I win tonight, She Love, because since you are new to the stream, it gives you 2 chances to win. And She Love, if you want to jump off, hop on YouTube. You can have a 3rd chance to win. YouTube, all you look up is Gaming Dad on YouTube, and you better find me on there and hop on in. And this all you do is say a comment on it like you're doing right now, and you give yourself an opportunity to win. So I hope you do that and become a subscriber on YouTube as well over here as a follower here on Twitch. So thank you for coming through. All right. Miss K says, she says, look, I'm still not buying it. Right. Listen, I don't care what's going on this Christmas. You might find me tell you back. If I can get $400 for my current PS5, I might pay the extra money to upgrade. Cause right now, it's not going to make any sense for me to have a PS4 and a PS5. It's not. But if I can trade one in and get the other one, now I might do that. But they got to give me at least 4. They got to give me at least 4. And then, on top of that, if that bad boy don't have a disk drive, then it's a no-go. If it comes out, it have a Pro and it's no disk drive, then I'm done. Nah, I'll be like, I'll just pass this. I'll sit on the sideline because if I look back at the PS4 Pro compared to the PS4, it wasn't a big jump. I bought the 4 Pro, but I was like, I had buyer's remorse. I really didn't need it. I really didn't. GT says no. Because 1, that isn't going to happen. Sony already charges people to make games run better. 2, I already have a system that does that. It's called a PC, and Sony is releasing 3 games for it this year. God almighty. Man, he makes some good points. Yeah, listen, it's really not even there's not a game coming out until 2025 that you're going to want to play on your PS5. And GT is right. They got 3 games this year that I am looking forward to playing on my Steam Deck if it runs properly compared to playing it on my PS5. There's no reason. It's like it's no incentive. I don't. They're gonna have to, for this to be successful for Sony, they're gonna have to package a game. They're gonna have a game ready to say, hey, we launching this here, but you know what? If you get this here, you get this game. Ms. K said these are facts, straight facts. And he right. Listen, I cannot argue with that. With his reasonings for sure, because of the fact that you're right. I am more excited about Sony's PC releases compared to what they have to offer on the PS5. Quay says, can we get a dust accumulation report on your PlayStation Portable? Buddy, it is collecting dust at a rapid pace. I'm trying to sell it to my oldest son. My oldest son want one because you know what? So he can sit in his bed and play. I said, buddy, mine's is for sale. I said, when you ready, buddy, I got the box and everything. I will ship it to you. My other son, Joseph, got one for Christmas. That bad boy is still in the box. I said, godly. I said, Joseph, you might want to sell that on eBay. He's like, I don't know, Daddy. I might open it. I said, by all means, buddy. It's your money. But yeah, you're right. It is collecting dust. Excuse me. Sorry about that, good people. Steven says, I regret buying PS5 at launch. I should have waited for it to get a discount on the hardware. By then, there might be a library of exclusives worth it. Plus, I could get the games on PC. I can't say I don't have buyer's remorse yet, but I have to look at it. There's only really 2 games. No, really, it's only one game on the PS5. I was like, oh man, so God of War Ragnarok is probably the only game on the PS5. I was like, oh man, you know what? I have to have that. But everything else, you know what? Even the games I bought at launch, like the Demon Souls was straight, you know what? But everything else is like, you know what? Ratchet and Clank was pretty good, you know what? But that, I mean, there's not a PS5 game that's like, oh man, except Final Fantasy 16. I ain't gonna lie. Final Fantasy 16 it's getting better and better. I mean, I must have slept on this series because the story is so good. It's like, yeah, and it's good. That's a great listen. First, shout out to GT, man. He didn't put me on twice. Put me on the Steam Deck, put me on Steam, and he put me on this Final Fantasy. I'm definitely glad I went out and picked it up. Let's see. GT says, just keep in mind, what I do isn't representative of gamers as a whole. There are many PC gamers who don't own PS5s, and many PS5 games who don't own PC. The overlap is small, and Sony still gets money. Yeah, listen, absolutely. Well, in fact, I mean that statement is well said. Because I just look at it for me as a gamer. Like, you know what? Being on Steam, once again, I look at like, you know what? These choices, when these games drop, if they are on multiple systems, these choices you make you say, man, do I pick it up on the PlayStation? I more gravitate towards the Steam Deck only because it's portable. You know what? I can just take it in. I can take it in the bed. I can take it with me on the road if I want to. I carry me an extra battery pack, and I can get some real good gaming in, and I don't have to be tied to my TV. I think being tied down to my TV has soured me on a lot of games I would typically play on the Xbox or PlayStation. Steven says most the PS5 games also on PS4, absolutely, also on PC. I wouldn't be missing much of anything if I had waited. Yeah, you're right. You're right. If we all would have waited, we would have came out on top. Matter of fact, there's nothing. I mean, to be honest, I look at it like, even with the Series X, if I had a Series S, I'd have been just fine. I would have been just fine. Cause I think about the games I've played on my Series S. They're all Game Pass games to the most extent. So, yeah, I wouldn't have missed nothing either. So yeah, it's definitely some buyer's remorse. I think the only system, I'm thoroughly happy that I bought not only a Steam Deck, but I'm thoroughly happy that I bought an OLED Steam Deck. That bad boy is nice. GT says, I have no remorse on my PS5 purchase. I bought it knowing full well I wasn't waiting a year or 3 to play exclusives. Good point. I knew I was going to double dip. I didn't know it. I didn't know it first because I wasn't heavy in the PC area. I don't know how many games I own on Steam now, but the Steam Deck has definitely opened my eyes to say, you know what, man, maybe. Nah, I'm not getting getting a PC gamer. Not if I get a PC, a gaming PC, it's gonna have to be like the top of the line, top to the line, because I'm gonna need that bad boy to last some years, because I'm not gonna want to upgrade for a long time. GT says, sadly, I don't know Sweet Baby Inc. See, I didn't know Sweet Baby Inc. was going to turn God of War and Spider-Man 2. It's trash. Well, listen, help me out on that statement. I don't. What is the story between Sweet Baby Inc.? What's going on, Dave? Let me get you on the board before I forget. My bad, good people. Dave Dub in the building. Say hello. Just got off work. My brother, I feel you. I've had a long day. I'm gonna have a long day tomorrow as well. let's see. Right now we're currently, Dave, talking about the PS5 and that possibility of had the possibility of that system coming this year. But I would tell you, like, even with the upgrades, I'm not overly hyped, and you know what, about this system at all. You know, the possibility that it could come without a disk drive and cheaper. That's right there. That's kind of scary. Let that come on and let it be cheaper. No, I keep my disk drive, buddy. So you didn't enjoy playing as MJ in Spider-Man 2. You know what? My son didn't either. My son said that was the low of the game. He said, "Man, they pulled like a Last of Us on us." Oh man, funny. Let's see. Let's talk about some of the rumors. It says is that Inside Gamer has expanded on the below PS5 specs leaks, and with even more details, and indicated that the developers now have access to the console's hardware kits. Let's see. PS5 Pro leaks reveal September 2024 launch and a huge new feature. What feature could it have? Matter of fact, is there anybody in here besides Basil YT who owns a PSVR 2? I wonder. She was beastly. It's a Montreal company of consoles that make sure all diversity boxes are checked in. Oh no. One of those, huh? It's how we got a Spider-Man game where MJ was more powerful than the superhuman. So how 30% of the side quests were helping. Oh, for real. You know what? Listen, there's a reason why. Listen, I can tell you, there's a reason why my son has not gone back and played that game. I remember the first Spider-Man, my son played over and over and over and over. But I have not seen him crack over Spider-Man 2 after he beat it. Okay. Dave says, I haven't played PS5. I don't think there have been any exclusives that make me want one. Yep, this God of War. PSVR 2 users are, it's crickets. Listen, man, you would think Sony would have learned from Nintendo's lesson. It's like, to me, everybody should have learned from Nintendo. Hey, don't release a system that don't have a killer game at launch. If you don't have a killer game, you wait. You wait until that killer game is made that you want and have that bad boy ready to go. And you know what? You should have multiple games that appeal to a wide variety of people, so you got a lot of people that want to play your VSR headset. But the minute you tied it down to a PS5 and then you made it as expensive as a PS5, I knew it was done. You know, if it had the right games, if they'd have launched it where at launch they allowed it to be played on other systems, they might have had a winner. But the minute they kind of locked it down to PlayStation, you know what? They put themselves in a box, hoping that more people will buy from their system. And they was like, nah, man, we're not going to be able to do it. Real quick, man, let's jump into the poll real quick. Let's see where we're at. If you're on YouTube, definitely get your vote on. The question of the night is, has Nintendo Switch worn out its welcome? 47% says yes, while 53% say no. I would tell you, listen, I'm with the yes fan. You know what? It's not that Nintendo exclusives are still relevant to me. It's just that when I have an option, when there's a third party game, absolutely. Matter of fact, that's probably a better way to look at it. First party, no. I mean, I'm gonna play Nintendo first party regardless. Except for, I'm not picking up Princess Peach. I will pass on that one. But when it comes to third parties, absolutely. Any third party that I know comes out on the Steam Deck, same day and date, this is going to be Steam Deck all day. All day. It's only a few games that I would consider double dipping. And, that would be like, Silk Song or, Plunky Squire. Those games I would double dip on. But nope. Not going to be able to do it. GT says, I got every game. He said, I get every game has political bias, but these days, and especially in the case of SBI, feels like political messages comes before good gameplay, story, and common sense. You know what? It makes it hard. Like, listen, I hope I don't get canceled by saying this, but you know what? Hey, when I play games or if I watch TV, if the TV show goes that direction, I cut it off. I'm like, oh, I'm done. Because you know what? That's not my avenue. So when they start to touch it in the game, it's like, oh, come on, man. I just don't force me to play these roles because that role is not for me. You know what? At least, put a label on the box and say, hey, this was going on in this game. You might not feel this way, but you need to know. Like, put it on the box so I know, like, okay, this is what's going on. It's not my cup of tea. It might be yours, but it's not mine. If I know it's on the box, then I can know how to deal with that. But, it's like, man, like, when I watch TV, I'm like, man, just, I got kids. I'm not raising my kids that way. I mean, it's no hate on anybody else. It's just that, hey, you know what? This is how in my house, this is how we view things. And it might not be how it is in your house. And that's okay. You can have what you want to have in your house. That's why, I buy what I want to buy and I play what I want to play. So I'm not going to dig too deep in that. I think I said enough. Steve Evans says, not just SBI. Many of the game developers and journalists believe in the same ideology, similar to Hollywood. And they don't allow for anyone to disagree with them or have other issues. Yeah, that's why, you know what? People will stop supporting their games. You know what? I'm a firm. You know what? The bad part about it is Spider-Man is such a beloved and, dare I say, masculine character. It saddens me because it's gonna be a lot of people and a lot of kids who come in to play Spider-Man who are not coming to be playing those issues. At that standpoint, you're going after a different demographic. I don't like that. Steve M says PSVR 2 is Sony's doing Sony things. They have a history of not supporting the products they bring out. Yeah, buddy. That's probably I'm saying probably why they went with the PS Portal and the PlayStation 5 game supported. Yeah, you know what? You're right. Their history, like, they should have never, I think it was the dumbest thing they ever did, was that they walked away from the Vita. That was absolutely stupid because, you know what? If they'd have stuck with that and fought that one out, the Vita would have still, because, the Vita was a great handheld. But they walked away from it. They stopped supporting it. And that's the difference between, like, you're really seeing the power of Nintendo. Like, admit it. Like, whoever sat down in Nintendo and said, listen, this is what we're going to do. We're gonna combine our handheld and our console studios, and we're going to put them all into one building. Whoever made that decision, you're genius, because that one decision saved Nintendo, and it's going to continue to have Nintendo prosper because now you got all these games that would typically be separated all being made for one system, and so which allows Nintendo to have less droughts and they have more quality games coming out. I mean smart. Like, PlayStation, they don't have the studios to make these high budget games. Nintendo don't have to make those high budget games because their systems are not pushing They don't gotta push the envelope to the absolute max every time a game comes out. GT says only problem is Sony is lacking on first party support. How you said that is Sony doing what Sony does. You know what? I have, when it comes to Sony and Xbox, I don't have any sympathy, man, because you know what? Stop releasing these systems and without games at the beginning that support, you know what, your system. That's their, listen, there have been, like, Sony know better. Sony has sold 100 million systems for over the last 3 systems. I think not 3. I know PlayStation 4 sold 115 or 116. PlayStation 5 might make 100 million. PlayStation 3, I think, sold like 90 million. PlayStation 1 sold a crazy amount. I think they sold over 100 million. PlayStation 2, you know, that's they top dog with 152 million. But they have scheduled and have produced successful consoles. So the formula ain't really broken. You got to have some dope games at launch, man, and have something that keep people around. You got to have a schedule of stuff that's in the pipeline. If you don't have that, you know, and PlayStation, to their detriment, have had systems that supported heavily on third party. Oh, you know what? Now you kind of getting what you get because you don't got nothing at the beginning. What's going on, Brother Musa, man? Hold on, let me get you on the board. He says, all things educated officially said, is there a game that actually too violent for an 11-year-old? To answer that question, yes, I would tell you to stay away from anything that says Grand Theft Auto. There's quite a few games I was like, I wouldn't allow him to play. But Grand Theft Auto is one of them. Let's see. What else would be it? Matter of fact, chat, if y'all can chime in on this question. I don't know for sure. Like, I wouldn't let my kids play even now. Even my kids are like, 17, 18. I was like, man, we not playing Grand Theft Auto in here. Because, it introduced too many adult concepts too young for a kid. Grand Theft Auto introduces, it introduces a thought of this lack of sensitivity of life just for the heck of it. Any of them Grand Theft Auto games, man, they're just not built for an 11-year-old. Maybe for like a 18-year-old, but they're M-rated for a reason. And I think it's even as parents, we got to say no. Yeah. I used to work at GameStop, and I used to hate when parents would come in and these kids would be like yay small. If the parent come up and pay for it, she come up and pay for it. And so you got to warn. I warn the parent, like, do you know what goes on in this game? Do you know how this character gets his energy back? How old is your son? He's 5 years old. You gonna let him play that? Well, that's what he wants. It's like, stop being these kids' friend. Quickly, I would say no. To me, like games that offers, too many adult themes, you gotta be careful. Say, sorry, I'm off topic. No, this is not a gamer. My children are. Yeah, absolutely. There's games out there. I would definitely, watch what they like to play. And then, do your research on it. Watch a couple of review videos. Just take the name of the game now, watch a review video. Do the research. Like, hey, is it M-rated? Why is it M-rated? It'll tell you. Sonic Knuckle Tail. Let me get y'all on the board real quick. All things. Love the title of your YouTube handle, Brother Musa. Let's see, Sonic. Sonic Knuckle Tail, second entry. Oh, yeah. Listen. Yeah, Saints Row is another one. Yeah, that's another game. I just feel like, the concepts is just too, like, kids shouldn't be introduced to those concepts. Someone like, okay, I'm not going to get on this rap music. This rap music today is so garbage. Let's see. GT says most Nintendo games are kid friendly, unless jumping on turtles is too violent for an 11-year-old. I'm 36 with no kids. When I was a kid, I was watching Jerry Springer, so I have no clue what is suitable. Right. Yeah, Jerry was introducing some violent concepts. CMG says, I am a bit shocked on what's going on with the PS5 first party lately. Yeah, they come out and flat out announce that, hey, you know what? We don't have nothing new until next year. And on top of that, we're gonna attempt to launch a new system in 2024 with no games to support it. Oh, that's just stupid. Steven says Saints Row Like a Dragon. It's probably not good for an 11-year-old, but like I even think like The Last of Us is like I wouldn't want my 11-year-old, saying those concepts, man. It's like man. Nah, listen, you stick to Mario, jump, play the Maddens, play the 2Ks, play the tennis games, but play the college football, that's it. The first Spider-Man was really good on PS5. Miles Morales was pretty good on PS5. Be aware of the concepts in the Spider-Man 2. So definitely that, yeah. Saints Row, man. Saints Row, yeah. Definitely not. But great question, Brother Moose. A great question. All right, good people. Listen, hey, we up to 18 people on the wheel. 18. Great conversation tonight. You know, right now, it's not a whole lot of news happening. I think this has probably been the hot topic. I would, once again, if you get a chance, man, that Nate the Hate podcast was really, really good. Definitely want to check that one out. I'm going to read some couple more off this list here, and then we'll probably move on to a different story. It says, so the PS5 Pro could be getting an AI boost thanks to a neural processing unit and an AMD, and it said from AMD, according to new leaks. But once again, what would PlayStation do? Like how this all right now, it sounds real good. But they gotta show me what all of this new stuff, these new specs, how this is gonna improve my gaming, how it's gonna make my experience better. Until they can answer that question right now, it's a nay on the PS5 Pro. It says a reliable leaker has said the PS5 Pro will release in November 2024, complete with upgrade GPU and RAM to make 8K console gaming possible. Now, let me ask you a question. Do we really need 8K gaming? Is that really gonna be like, oh my goodness, I just gotta have this experience in 8K? No, it's not, man. Once again, nay. User lame. Shout out to no, I'm not shouting him out. Yes, sir, man. Anytime, my brother, anytime. Geek said, did you see that new webcam with the interchangeable lens sent to you on Instagram? Yes. I just seen a glance of it. I just wonder, I don't know what lens system it is allowing you to interchange with, but I did see that. I did. I gotta watch the videos. I caught a glimpse of them today because it was, it was on Instagram. That's when I seen it. So yeah, I'm gonna do some research tonight. I got a lot of stuff to do after my stream. A lot of stuff to prepare for. I got a photo shoot tomorrow at this college, and so I got to get myself prepared for that as well. So I'm gonna have a long night tonight before I get into the bed. But it is what it is. So Geeky, are you thinking about getting it? All right. Well, good people, listen, hey, man, if you guys are on YouTube, once again, if you look up Gaming Dad on YouTube, you're bound to find me. We have a poll going on right now on YouTube. And also, you know what, if you're on Twitch, if you're on Facebook, if you chime in with a comment, you automatically get put onto the board to win a $10 eShop card tonight. That's right. And so, hey, if you win, how do you get it? Very simple. You can follow us on Discord, and that's, to me, that's the easiest, most safest way to be able to get that to you. Also, you can be able to you follow me on Twitter, which is X now, at gaming_dad3. You can follow me on Instagram at gamingdad3 and also on TikTok at gamingdad0. And send me a message if you win tonight. Just tell me which handle you want to use, and I will send that code right to you this evening. So hope you can hang out to the end of the stream. If not, you know what? Just come back and check that in the screen. You got 2 weeks. I give you 2 weeks to contact me, but after them 2 weeks, I tend to re-give it back out. So don't forget to go ahead and get on the board if you can. You say, GT said, put the champ on the wheel. Great promotion. Thank you, my brother. Appreciate you. The brother, not so guerrilla tactics, is on the board, ladies and gentlemen. That's right. So if you're watching currently on multiple, right now we're broadcasting live on Facebook, Twitter, X, Twitch, and YouTube, of course. And you can be on multiple sites, and if you chime in, you give yourself another opportunity to win. Yep. So once again, if I win tonight, I give it to She's Lovely. I think I spelled that wrong, but she's on the board. All right, good people. Let me back up out of here. Hit to that news. Let's jump to another story. I thought this was funny. I'd have been too if I said it says ransomware group scams its partners out of the shares of $22 million by faking an FBI takedown. First of all, listen, who paid the $22 million? Shame on you. It says a few weeks ago, a Russian hacker group completely crippled a significant portion of the U.S. healthcare sector. The group executed a ransomware attack on a nationwide healthcare management system ran by Optum that handles patient accounts, including payment processes, prescription orders, insurance claims. In addition to encrypting the system, Alpha V claimed to have infiltrated an unknown amount of data. Last week, Optum alleged they paid Alpha V, also known as Black Cat, to remove the ransomware and delete the stolen data. Although the company was tight-lipped about the incident, blockchain ledgers show $3,348 114 transfers made on Friday. God almighty. They gonna make sure you can't trace them back. That's crazy. Wow, listen. They confiscated 4 terabytes of data. A Styles in the building. What's going on, man? Welcome. Let me get you on the board, man. It's been a minute. A Styles in the building. Welcome back, my brother from another mother. Geeky on here twice. Geeky chick. She said, give Ben this entry. We're going to say a geeky Ben. Ben, my friend, how you doing? Hope Ben is doing well in school. Hope he's been behaving around the house. I love to hear good stories about good kids. And I know Ben is a good kid. We claim it in the name of Jesus. All right. So that's crazy. So I wonder, how did they set up? Let's see. Okay, I'm not gonna read all that. Just a matter of fact, they got you was scamming somebody, but a group, your partners scammed you out your money. I wouldn't be surprised if they had to update that story with somebody that died. I don't know. Now this is what was crazy. Ben, he said he got A/B honor roll. Shout out to Ben, man. What's the word, Dad? Man, listen, I'm chilling like a villain. That's the word. I'm getting a little bit more gray. I'm about to dye this. I'm about to dye my beard. I ain't gonna lie to you. It's about to happen. I need it to be black again. Right now, I be looking like ho ho ho. Let's see. GT says, sounds like becoming a Russian hacker is a good retirement plan. Shout out to the homie Putin. It's so silly. Man, but Monopoly Go Dev spent more on marketing than it cost to develop The Last of Us 2. Hold on. Stop. You know, Monopoly Go made $2 billion. And you know what? They make their money off of rolls. So when people start playing, they only give you a certain amount of rolls, right? Or you have to wait. But if you don't want to wait, you pay. Man, what a genius idea. They got people people losing their mind. Man, listen, just grab you a real Monopoly game. Forget that. I am not playing Monopoly Go. That would not be on my phone. Guarantee. But they made $2 billion. $2 billion. Crazy. Free to play mobile game. That's why, that's why these companies, they can't lead these mobile games, because if they find the right one, it's like playing the lottery. This is Monopoly Go has been a surprising success story in the mobile space, coming out as 2023's most successful mobile launch with $1 billion in revenue. Developer Scooply has revealed in an interview that the game has now brought in over $2 billion in its first 10 months. And that the game has spent an eye-watering $500 million on marketing and user acquisition. Hey, that's putting up the bag. That's saying, hey, you know what? I'm putting down $500 million, and I'm about to triple my worth. You put up $5, that's a credible investment. And then you get who had to sign off and knew we about to get paid. I want to meet that person. That person needs to write a book. I want to know their story. Like, how did you come up with that idea? And what made you say, you know what, this is what we about to do? Let's see. Gigi says, people be going crazy over Monopoly Go. I've never played it. Well, listen, that's crazy. You listen, like Geeky, you can get away with streaming that, and boy, you probably get a lot of people want to play with you. GT says, I said they need to update Monopoly to reflect the current economy. That way it doesn't take all damn day to play. You want a house on Boardwalk? Oh yeah, it's $1 million. You land on my property, $3,000 for rent. You right. They would, if they update it, they would eliminate ones and fives would immediately go away. The new ones would be $10. The games will be over in 5 minutes. He said, I got a stripe of gray right down the middle of my beard. Man, I could deal with that. If I had one, if I like all this little right here with this gray, it'd be great. It's all over the place, man. I look like a salt and shaker pepper. Like I just dip my face into snow and dirt at the same time. I get tired of that. I need to be one color. One. It's quite the investment. Yeah, man, $500 million, man. That's listen. Matter of fact, hold on. It goes on. It says, says to put the $500 million market budget in perspective, a poorly redacted document last year leaked a set of budgets for the PlayStation's biggest AAA games, which revealed that The Last of Us Part 2 cost $220 million to develop, and Horizon Forbidden West cost $212 to develop. So they put up enough to have two games together. The mom said, can I use my phone? Oh, okay. Listen, my son is texting me because right now I have his phone. So anytime that his grades drop, then you know what? For him to get that phone back, you know what? He got to meet a certain criteria that I set. So he brought his grade up, but it ain't to criteria, so he haven't got it back. So yes, Joseph, you hear me? Hold on, good people. Let me call my son so I can say yes. He needs to use his phone. Hold on, good people. The things you got to do as the father. Joseph. Yes, you can use your phone to do your homework. Huh? She sent it via text message. All right. Yep. Bye bye. Yep. Bye bye. The question was, how is he texting you without his phone? My wife has his phone, so he went to my wife and asked could he text his father, see if he can use the phone so he can do his homework. So I know that he had his teacher. She does a lot of review via this, Kahoot. If you know anything about Kahoot. So I had to make, I gotta let him play the game so he can study because he got a test tomorrow. I get it. However, that phone is still getting turned back in after his test. Gotta be, man. I'm telling you, gotta be. Matter of fact, listen, I'm gonna let's say where I'm at. I'm just gonna jump into I got a quick little story, man. I won't keep you long on this one here. So those who don't know, I supervise visitations also between children who are in foster care. And so it's this little kid today, and I'm supervising visitation, but you know what? She is, she giving her mama the business. Now I can't really say nothing unless it get out of hand. But I'm sitting there watching his mama like, listen, I know I'm supervising. You can't be scared to discipline her. She wrong. You told her to take the skates off in the house. She didn't listen, so take the skates off of her. That's not abuse. That's like, that's you being as you setting boundaries and structure. And so the mom was like, for real? I was like, no, that's for real. Listen, I will testify in court. That's not abuse. You told her, you gave her a directive. She didn't want to follow the directive. Well, then, you know what? You can physically take those off her. Just can't hit her. The mom said, for real? I said, yeah, for real. So, sometimes, when parents get involved, when defense get involved, they get kind of scared. You can't be scared to be a parent, at least not around me. I'm like, nah, you know what? She wrong, so handle your business. Man, the mom went over there so quick, took them skates off. Like, you say something, I won't throw them in the trash. I said, yep, that's right. The little girl came to me and said, my mom can't do that to me. I said, yes, she can. You didn't follow her instructions, so you a child. So go sit over there with your mama. Don't come over here crying to me. That's my story real quick. All right. Jesus said, if you want to punish him, you let him keep a cell phone, but his iPhone has to be swapped out with a Nokia 310. Oh, man. Listen, he'd be right his back. Listen, he would never use that phone. He would never use that phone. Because he wouldn't want the clapback, because he would get a bunch of clapback from kids. Oh, man. So, all right, we'll jump to a different story real quick. But that Monopoly, that's crazy. 500 million? But you know what? They bet right on that one. Tell me, listen, if you invest, if you make the proper investment, you just can't go a cheap route. I always look at Nintendo, and I felt like companies tried to go the cheap route or didn't want to put the money in to make games good. I feel like more companies could have made games really, really good on the Switch. They just chose not to put the money behind it to make it happen. Look at Capcom. Monster Hunter Rise was super good. It made them a ton of money. You know why? Because they decided to make that game from scratch for the Switch, and they put the money behind it. And look what happened. They reaped it. You reap what you sow. I'm saying. Sonic 3 movie has finished filming. All right, it's in 9 months from now, Sonic the Hedgehog 3 will be officially premiering in theaters. Marketing on the film has been little so far, but we know that it will feature the appearance of Shadow the Hedgehog. I'm excited. I hope this movie is going to be dope. I hope it is. But it's going to be one of the things like, hey, you know what? until you see it. I just hope whoever writing it, writes a pretty compelling enough story to be happy with the end product. But I'm glad it's finished up, and so you got 9 months to get it polished up and ready to go this December. I'm looking forward to watching it. My kids are hyped. So when I get stories like this here, I always send it to my kids. They'd be like, "Oh, Daddy, we going day one." I said, "Yep, we are." Let's see. I saw this story and I wanted to explore it only because of the fact that I'm trying my best. It's hard to share Steam with my kids, and I hate, they like games, I like games, and sometimes they get bored, and I've been having an issue trying to share. So I just wanted to read this article and see how long it is. I'm just going to read. It says, "Hello, we are excited to announce the launch of Steam Families, now accessible in Steam Beta Client. This feature introduces significant updates and improvements to family sharing, parent control, and child purchase requests. See all the details at announcements." Okay. All right, let's see. To get started, you can create a Steam family and then invite up to 5 family members. You can manage your family from your Steam client, mobile device, or web. Okay. Oh, so I'm about to do this today. I wonder. I hope this is free. It says, so when you join Steam Family, you automatically gain access to the shareable games that your family members own, and they will also be able to access the shareable titles in your library the next time you log in to Steam. I just got to make sure that my kids are of age on their Steam accounts. This is so you maintain ownership of your current titles, and when you purchase a new game, it will still show up in your collection. Best of all, when you are playing a game from your family library, you will create your own save games, earn your own Steam achievements, have access to workshop files, and more. Family sharing enables you to play games with other family members. Oh, library, even if they are online playing another game. If your family library has multiple copies of a game, multiple members of the family can play the game at the same time. Okay, all right. So it's what I'm assuming that's what I'm saying. If me and Joseph, my son, both have a copy of Madden, we can both play at the same time, or can we play off my copy of Madden? I'm not quite. So family sharing is a feature that developers may opt their games out of for technical or other reasons at any time. Visit Steam Store, blah, 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 blah. Okay, so you have parent control, child purchase requests, join the Steam Family Beta. I think I'm going to do that. All right, well, that's good. I hope it works. I hope it's an easier process, because it can get kind of frustrating sometimes, trying to navigate and deal with sharing games between me and my kids. And at least I know as games on my library that I know my kids wouldn't mind playing, and vice versa. So, all right, good stuff, Steam. All right. Summer Game Fest Conference schedule 2024 dates, how to watch, everything you need to know. All right, let's see. All right, so it says Summer Games Fest kicks off June 7th, 2024 with a live showcase hosted by the beloved organizer and I would say, what is his name? I tear his name every time. Kojima, BFF Jeff Keighley. After that showcase was stretched across the summer and encompassed events both big and small from various publishers. The open showcase will take place June 7, 2024 at 2 p.m. PT, 5 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. So put that on your calendar, June 7th, 5 p.m. Hopefully I should better stream that. Hopefully. GT says, my friend and I used to abuse the heck out of Steam family sharing. One of my friends is disabled, and the only way she could play games was with an accessible controller on PC. Okay, that's dope that she got an opportunity to play. That's dope. All right. She said, when Steam took away family, she was unable to play games. Dang, can't wait to tell her Steam's family sharing is back and her and I can get back to playing games together. All right, listen, absolutely, man. Absolutely. Yep, it is back. 'Cause you know what? I know it was just such a hard process trying to before, but I'm glad it's made it easier. So I know at least me and my kids, we can all get on and play. And then my kids can never say, well, I'm bored. My kids like, man, I'm bored. I'm like, man, you got enough games down there. It's plenty to play. But my kids, boy. So June 7th, go ahead and put that on your calendar, 5 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, 2 p.m. PT if you're on the West Coast. And I'm probably more than likely going to stream that day for sure. All right. So, yeah, you know, once again, it's not a whole lot of news going on. Buddy, I had such high promise for this game. But after watching some of, you know, I'm not trying to play the story mode, even though the story mode in that particular part even for the Switch, you know, runs at 60 frames. It's a good experience. However, the online is absolutely terrible. Even to this day, you know what? They definitely did not estimate the amount of love this game was going to get, and they don't have the service to support this here. So once again, it's one of them situations until they fix it, and they haven't fixed it yet. You can't, even with the update, you can't really be like, you know, I can support this game, but once again, I'm not paying $30 for a game that don't act right. Let's see what the update says. This is Aspire's update. It says, we would like to thank the Battlefield community for their overwhelming support and feedback for the Star Wars Battlefront Classic Collection release. At launch, we experienced critical errors with our network infrastructure. I bet you did. The result was highly pinged matchmaking errors, crashes, and servers not appearing in browser. Since launch, we have been working to address these issues and increase network stability, and we will continue our efforts until our network infrastructure is stabilized to prevent further outages. Yeah, so until they fix that, this game is a no-go. I mean, I really was looking forward. This one of those situations where they should have known, man. They should have, you know, did a filler, you know, try to figure out, you know, what people, you know, thought process was on the game before they dropped this bad boy unprepared. It's like this, you know, it's like buying games that, you know, you got to have a 30 gig download at launch because the game wasn't ready, so they had to have an update at launch. I can't, you know, it just pisses you off, but. GT says Summer Games Fest. Yuck. Yeah, I know, but with no E3, what do? You know what? What do you do? Good people, listen, if you're on YouTube right now, don't forget, take an opportunity to jump out real quick, hit that like button for your boy. If you're on YouTube and would like to become a subscriber to the channel, which would be super helpful, it helps us to continue to give out these Nintendo Shop e-cards for $1.99. I have two tiers, $1.99 and $4.99. Whichever one feels like this is what you want to do, I kindly would appreciate it. If you become a subscriber and a member of our channel on YouTube. Currently, if you're watching from Twitch, if you wouldn't mind hitting that follow button, kindly would appreciate it also. It helps the channel. And, you know, I love being able to give out stuff and, you know, your boy Gaming Dad got 6 kids, you know, one in heaven. And I ain't trying to get your sympathy, but I'm just letting you know this, you know, when you got these many kids, going to school, you know, your finances is still kind of, you know, still kind of slim. But God has allowed me to continue. This is year, oh my goodness. I've been streaming probably since 2020. So this is year 4 for me. So I want to continue to keep doing it. And your support continues to allow me to do it. So thank you for those who are subscribers. All right. GT says, there is no excuse for an online server not working correctly. At this point, if games don't work on day 1, there's a new game to play on day 2. Absolutely, man. Absolutely. I really I look at like what's the name of that game? Helldivers. You know what? One of the reasons why I kind of like waiting on Helldivers because it's the exact same issue. Now Helldivers is, you know, it's probably, you know, it's doing really, really well. But once again, you know, you just don't know for sure. What's going on, Cam? Listen, hey, let me get you on the board, man. Listen, I'm gonna tear your name up. So I usually what I do is like, hey, if I don't know, if I can't say your name correctly, I'll just, you know, I give you a name. But I'm gonna call you Cam. So Cam, man, welcome. I think it was Cameron. I might say that right. Cameron. How about that? Cameron. Your boy, listen, your boy Gaming Day got big lips, man, and I speak fast, so it's hard for me to pronounce certain words. So please forgive me. Charge it to my head, not to my heart. But Cam, that's easy for this. How easy that come out. Cam, man, welcome to the stream, man. By you chiming in tonight, you are entered onto our wheel. He's like, man, what is this wheel? Your boy gives out a free Nintendo eShop card every Monday night, and we do a process of elimination at the end of the stream. So if you hang through, man, you'll find out if you win. But if not, if you got to get off, we understand, man. Just come back, man. Look at the video. We on YouTube right now, too, so the video is always live somewhere. And just scroll to the end, man, and figure out, man, if you won and if you win. It's some ways you can contact me. I've said it in the video before, but I'll say it again. You can join my Discord. I need to put my Discord in the chat. Let me do that. But if you're on, and I'll put it when I put it in the chat, I'll bring it up on the board. But you can also follow me on Twitter at where is that? You can follow me on Twitter at gaming_dad3, Instagram at gamingdad3, TikTok at gamingdad0. And if you win, all you do is say, hey, you know, I won. And then I'll check it to make sure it's you. And then I'll send you the code. Let's see. Guerrilla Tactics, man. I'm just looking at this video you sent out here on Discord. You funny, man. Invite. All right. Let's go. Copy link. Hold on, good people. I'm trying to get it. I'm gonna post it on YouTube real quick. I probably need to go post it. Let's see. Hold on. Boom. Okay, hold on. There we go. Let me cut this down before I be echoing. All right. If you're on YouTube, I just posted my. All right. I just posted. Let me bring it up here. This is my Discord. I'm going to see if I can post it on some other sites real quick, too. Just in case. So I have it in the chat. Let's see if I can. Boom. Give me a second, good people. I just want to make sure everybody got an option. Oh, man, I don't want to update. Dismiss. Oh, man, I just want to be able to, have me do too much. All right, there we go. All right, so I'll put it in the chat. I put it on YouTube. I might want to do Facebook while I'm at it. Mm-mm-mm-mm. I don't know. Listen, I don't know how to find it on YouTube. I mean, on Facebook. All right. I'm not going to be searching. Oh, okay. A Styles. Okay. All right. All right. Listen, I'll take them both. It's fine. Get you on there twice as nice. But if you're on Twitch or if you're on YouTube, I posted um, my Discord. Feel free to become a member. We get some funny jokers on there. Let's real quick. If you're on YouTube, let's look at the poll. And the question of the night says, has the Nintendo Switch worn out its welcome? And 45%, which is almost half, says yes, it has. And I'm with the 45%ers. But 55% says no. It gets like the Switch got some more life. You know, to me, it all depends on the game. So good people that say, hey, if you want to jump on the board, all you gotta do is hit yourself with a comment. And then you know what, your boy gets you on the board. Just that nice. It's that easy to get on here. All right, let me get out of here. So definitely Battlefront will definitely have to wait until they fix a service before I jump on. And maybe they have to fix a service and have a price drop. That's what they need. It need to be like $20. 35, it was steep anyway, but now you got some issues, I'll wait. If some of you guys are still playing Super Mario Run, they just updated to 3.20 patch notes. Let's see if they got anything. Oh, yes, another vague and brief patch notes. It's all that Nintendo says is that added features for an event and did various bugs. Oh, okay. Well, I think I wrote that wrong. But they had some. I guess they fixed some bugs, and they got an event coming up. Super Mario Run update. Nintendo's still working on it. Embracer Group sells Saber Interactive for $247 million. So that means Star Wars Knights of the Old Republic could still be coming out, which would be a good thing. I do remember this game heavily, even though I never played it. Always wanted to, but once again, it's like, wasn't my cup of tea at the time. I think when this game came out, I was heavy on NBA Live. So, I kind of had to pass on this one. But once again, you know what? I'm trying to think of, let's see, I don't want to read the whole story. We just, but to give you a small recap, Embracer bought Saber Interactive when they was out here acquiring studios left and right. They acquired too many studios. They had Embracer Group had an opportunity to have a $2 billion deal with a company. The company was never unveiled who that company was, and that particular deal fell through, which put Embracer into a bad situation with some of their assets they had to sell off because, and they had to lay off people because they just couldn't afford to be able to maintain, because they had bought a lot of different studios. And so a lot of these companies are breaking away. This is the second company to break away from Embracer Group. But, yeah, man, so this is where they're at. I don't know exactly who bought, but I think it's a group that got their money together to allow them to be separate. And so, see, that's my Japanese name. Okay. So Arcane Styles is your Japanese name for Cameron. Don't get me to lie. Tell you, man, listen, I always tell people, like, when I talk to my kids in my classroom, one of my first things is, like, I break down my insecurities and downfalls. Like, hey, man, Coach Reed, I can't talk. I'm getting better at it, though. And once I do that, the kids like, oh, for real? Like, oh, all right. And then, they leave me alone. Except for, like, new cats that come in. And then they be trying to crack jokes on me. Then I have to give them the fury. I had a kid get so mad one time, went home and told his mama. Told his mama I was cracking jokes on him. And when that mama came up here trying to be all mad and sassy, I said, absolutely. I sure did. I said, you know what? Your son got to deal with his own insecurities as well. If he going to point out mine, he going to deal with his. But she was like, you an adult. I said, yes, I'm an adult that got insecurities like them kids do. So you know what? If you want me cracking jokes on your child, tell your child to shut their mouth. She was like, oh. I said, I said it. My principal was just sitting there shaking his head. I was like, yeah, I said it. Absolutely. What's good for the goose is good for the gander. Now, to get respect, he must give it. So if he don't give it, I'm going to disrespect him. I was like, you need to go home and have this conversation with your child. If he wants respect, he better give it. If he go to disrespect me, I'm going to go to cracking jokes on him. I'm going to have the whole class laughing at him, and he going to be mad. You know what? After that day, that kid had the utmost respect for me because I didn't cower because my principal and his mom was there. I told his mom how I felt. Like, hey, if this is what you want, this is what you're going to get. I got other teachers. I know this is a side. I got other teachers, man, who get so afraid of parents. I love parents who come in there thinking they about it. Because I tell them in their face, like, yo, your kid bad. And I can tell you this much, he didn't get it from me. If he a ninth grader and he can't read, whose fault is that? It's the teacher before me and you, because you his parent. Whoop. That ain't my fault. I said, oh, isn't it? He lives with you more. He with you more than any other teacher. He with you on the weekends. If you didn't think that was important, that's your fault. Oh, I love to do it though. But all my parents now, they love me because after I check them, then they're good. I think we talked about this already about Multiverses coming back May 28th. I'm not really happy. Maybe they make it better. I don't know. Maybe it come out for the Switch too. All I know is it's gonna be free to play on PC, and so I'll probably be playing it on my Steam Deck. And you know what? For that's it. Good people. Hold on. I think I had one more story. This is an ugly design. However, he said this sleek minimal design is what I want for Nintendo Switch Pro to look like. Pro 2, whatever. No, I don't. You see how small those thumb pads is? You see how small them tiny those buttons is? Who thought of this here? This is utterly ridiculous. This is not attractive at all. Like who just listen, I'm sorry I covered this bad, but let me exit out of this. All right, good people, listen. We have made it to the end of the stream. Hold on if I can get out of here. Not a lot of news. We talked about what we wanted to talk about, those 3 big items today. Man, you know what? Listen, once again, I'm gonna keep promoting that Nate the Hate podcast today. Go check it out. If you want yourself an intelligent listen, it's by all means worth it. Right now, you guys who are new to this and how we do these things, we're getting ready to spin this wheel. We do it by a process of elimination. And if your name is selected, at first you get
You are out of here.
the great Peter Griffin come gives you some of his ringtones. So besides that, without any further ado, this will be last call. You want to get your name on the board. All you got to do is say, what up, Gaming Dad? You get yourself an opportunity to win $10 in eShop points right now, tonight. GT says, spin the wheel. Give the champions earnings. I ain't got no Japanese name. Just an eShop card that will be held hostage. That's right. Just because, good people. Just because. Once again, giving big shouts out to my boy Ruben. Sonic Knuckle Tail says, what did the sheep say? As a matter of fact, we're going to start it off with the sheep so we can get it out the way. All right, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. All right, who gonna get the sheep tonight? What did the sheep say? What did the sheep say? Uh-oh. Dang, Geeky. What did the sheep say? Geeky out of here. First round blast. God almighty. Got to be more careful. All right, ladies and gentlemen, who's up next to Catch the Flex will be our first loser tonight. Who's going to be the first loser tonight? And it will be, look like it's going to be Dub City. Dub City, man.
You lose.
You're out of here, my friend. Appreciate you and all that you do. GT boy, you funny. Right, yikes. All right, that came out. Came gun blazing. Bet you didn't know I spoke sheep. Oh man, did not know that, my friend. I appreciate you for informing us of your unique set of skills. All right, good people, let's keep it rolling. Miss K funny. Listen, I know. Oh, Dave, Dub, my mellow, my friend. You're out of here. But you're out of here, Dave. Peace out, my brother. Peace out. We're down to 19 people on the wheels of steel. It's not literal. I'm no idiot. Agreed, my friend. Agreed. All right. Let's keep it rolling. Who'll be the next one off the board tonight? Last week's winner, JM. Still haven't claimed his winnings. But he's out of here. Peace out. All right. Who's up next to catch the flex at number 18? If Gaming Dad wins, I give it to our newcomer tonight. Oh, dang, not Miss K. Godly. Miss K, I need you to exit left. Yes, ladies and gentlemen, Miss K has been blown off of the board, but definitely go check her stream out whenever she streams. Miss K's TV on YouTube. She on Instagram. Holla at my girl. Peace. But you out of here. So if I win tonight, I'm giving it to our newcomer. What was it? She Lovely. She Love. I think I spelled it wrong. She Lovely, but it's supposed to be She Lovely. Alas. That's what I said. All right, good people. Let's keep it rolling. Who's up next to catch all of the flex? And it will be. Uh-oh. My boy CMG is out of here. Hold on, I'm giving it a 3-peat. CMG out of here, ladies and gentlemen. We're going to keep it rolling. Who's up next to catch the flex? As we down to 16 people on the wheels of steel. He is for real. And it's Supersonic Mocking J.
It's all there, black and white, clear as crystal.
You get nothing. You lose.
Good day, sir.
Good day, sir. Supersonic Mocking J is off the board, ladies and gentlemen. We're down to 15 people. We're going to keep it rolling. And our winner tonight, ladies and gentlemen, give it up. Oh, our newcomer Cam is our winner tonight, but you know how we do with our new winners, don't we?
Psych!
Better luck next time. Slugheads.
Cam is out of here. Peace out, my brother. We're down to 14. Gaming Dad almost bit the dust, but I smoothed him up out of there, though. Like, all right, who's up next to catch the flex? We're down to 14, keeping it mean and lean. But no caffeine, because she's no fiend. It's your boy, Bazit YT, and you out of here.
You lose.
Bazit YT is off the board, representing the UK in the building. We're going to keep it rolling. Who up next to catch all the flex? By Cammy. That's so funny. Steve M., my brother from another mother.
Very good. Very good. You know something? No soup for you.
No soup for you.
Come back.
1 year. Next. That is so funny, man. That is so funny. My God, we don't speak Japanese. Right. He said the rats, the nicks, the roaches, the pizza have all been blown off the wheel. Bye, Cammy. Boy, oh boy. All right, who's up next to catch the flex? And it will be, who would it be? Not so guerrilla tactics. Yeah, out of here, ladies and gentlemen. Down to 11 people. 11 people. We're getting down there. Who going to be in the final 10 for the win? Who will it be? Who will it be? Big Brother Musa representing Facebook, YouTube, all things education, but not tonight. Boy, I used to hate that sound playing Donkey Kong when I was a kid. All right, we're down to our final 10 for the win. Who will it be? Who will it be? Kenny from the A, man. God almighty.
You lose.
It's out of here, ladies and gentlemen. Out of here. We're down to 9. Man, she fine. Might have to buy her a bottle of wine. Oh, my brother for another. Thank you, Ruben, man, for the super chat, man. But you know how we do.
You are out of here.
My man Ruben is out of here. We up to 8. Who's up next for the date? That can't be late. Not my boy Nate, who's on the slate. But it's your boy, Gaming Dad, is out of here. Peace out. Ladies and gentlemen, we're going to keep it rolling. We're down to 7, and lucky number 7, the number of completion. And it will be my brother from Las Vegas, Quake 311, is out of here. GT says, not the champ. Wait, is he still? You still on the board though? GT, final 6 in the mix. Eating some tricks. Not my boy Ben. Not my boy Ben. That was close. Oh, that was close. Ben, my friend, my guy.
You lose.
You're out of here. We're down to 5. Who's gonna be alive? Newcomer, she lovely. I spelled it wrong. It was supposed to be a V instead of a B. But it's out of here. But thanks for coming through, man. We appreciate you. We appreciate you. Let's see. Let me lose to someone named She Lovely. Get wrecked, Geeky and Ben. Oh, so close. It was, listen, that was really, really close. I mean, really close. He said, get wrecked, Geeky and Ben. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, we're down to our final 4 in the mix. A Styles is in the mix. Retrospect J, GT, Sonic Knuckle Tails is in the final 4, but there can only be one. Who's up next to catch all the flex? Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, let's go. Next person is going to exit left. Y'all know what I mean when I say exit left? That means Retrospect J. Exit left, please. Retrospect J is out of here. We're down to 3. Can't you see what you do to me? Oh, it's GET. He's out, we see.
You are out of here.
GT is out of here, ladies and gentlemen. He came, he saw, he lost. He's out of here. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, we're down to our final 2. Oh, man, so funny. Woo! Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, we're down to our final 2. A Styles versus Sonic Knuckle Tails. Who will get the dub tonight? I don't know. Who will it be? All I know, it won't be me. Can't you see what you do to me? That was the jam. Boy, it's no intro and rap like that song. Big give in between the septamina. Can't you see? All right. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, let's get it up. Nick Cannon on the drums. Who would it be? I can't wait to see. It will be not me, but Nick Cannon on the drums. Who would it be for the win tonight? Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, it's like it's gonna be. Ho! Hold up. Wait a minute. Nick Cannon off the drums. Sonic Knuckle Tales. Let me give you a song. He out of here, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls. A Styles with the dub. Kids, give it up for my boy. A Styles with the dub tonight. West Side. Japan versus Sonic. Woo! Japan versus Sonic. Oh, man. Japan in the building. Give it up for my boy. A Styles in the building. Now, A Styles, you know what? I might let me know where you from so I can make sure I try to get you the right eShop card. If you from the US, then great. But if not, you know, we'll figure it out. He said the yen may be down, but Japan is up. A Styles with the dub. Yes, sir. It's okay, Sonic. You lost to a whole damn country. Oh, man. Oh, man. Oh, man. So, A Styles, man, you just got to let me know. Are you over here in the States? So, where you at? So I can try to see if I can get you a card in your currency. You know, if you came out tonight, I at least want to make that attempt to at least get you. If I can't figure out a way to get, maybe I can figure out a way to get you the $10 if I can't get you the eShop card. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, listen, once again, my Discord is in the YouTube chat, A Styles. If you become a member of the YouTube, that'd be great. I mean, the Discord would be great. If not, send me a message on Gaming Dad 3 on Instagram, Gaming_Dad3 on X, or Gaming Dad 0 on TikTok. He says, Mo Boss. Who is Mo Boss? So what the hell is that? What? I said, what the hell is that? What's Mo Boss? Well, listen, man, help me out, A Styles, man. Listen, hopefully by the end of this stream, I have some information I want to be able to get you your stuff. But good people, listen, those who are new to my stream, I always pray at the end because, you know what, I want God's blessing, man. You took a time out your day where you could be doing anything else, but you decided to hang it out with me. And I'm so grateful for those who take that time to come out and hang out with me on my stream. I appreciate you for hanging out. So let me just get my prayer on for you real quick. Dear Heavenly Father, I thank you, Lord, in the name of Jesus. I pray that you bless those who are listening. I pray, Lord, that you bless their families, their friends. I pray, Lord, that you bless them all spiritually, emotionally, and financially. I pray, Lord, that you deliver them from evil and keep all evildoers away from them. I pray, Lord, that you bless their comings and goings. I pray, Lord, you bless their relationship with their friends and family. And I pray, Lord, that you bless their endeavors in life. In the name of Jesus, I ask and pray, Lord, that you continue to bless me and continue to bless this channel. And Lord, I've always known this, but I would like to echo it, Lord. Anything that I do, Lord, anything that I touch, I pray that you bless and you ordain is okay. And I pray, Lord, it's acceptable in your sight. I thank you, Lord, and I thank you for allowing these good people on this day to hang out with me when they could be doing anything else in this world. But today, right now, they hung out with me, and I got an opportunity to pray for them. So I think it's a win-win all the way around. In Jesus' mighty name, I pray and give thanks to you, Lord. Amen. Good people, this is your boy, Gaming Dad. Thank y'all for hanging out with me. I had a good time. The numbers were up tremendously tonight. I'm so glad that, you know, I was able to reach more people. I just pray that, you know, those people had a good time tonight and got some value out of our content. And I pray, Lord, that you come back next Monday. We'll be back on Monday, not Tuesday this week. We'll be back on Monday. So come out and hang out with us Monday at 8 o'clock Eastern Standard Time with your boy, Gaming Dad. I thank y'all. I had a great time tonight. Now I'm about to get upstairs and go spend time with the most beautiful woman in the world and get some pork chops. Missouri, all excelente. A Styles. So listen, the easiest way, man, to follow me on Discord, and I can be able to get you that card, that digital code to you ASAP. So A-Style is in Missouri. That's great. Miss K said, amen and amen. Yes, ma'am. Thank you, thank you, thank you. He said, what number podcast? It's our podcast 190. We are 10 episodes away from our 200 podcast. So that 200 podcast should come sometime in May, maybe close to my birthday. That would be dope. So we're going to do something special for our 200th episode. Don't know exactly what I'm going to do yet, but we got to do something. Something got to happen. So I thought you numbered them getting closer to 150, I think. No, we had 190. 150 was a long time ago. Yep, this is the 190th episode. We getting there though. 10 away from 200. That's crazy. Geeky 200 episodes. Who would have thought? Who would have thought? Just Dance 200. I know. Listen, yes. Let's make it official. Just Dance 200. That'd be great. He said, okay, you said you own it. Okay, got you. He said typing too fast. Yeah, so, all right, good people, listen, this is your boy Gaming Dad. You know how I like to end my streams. In the immortal words of Don Cornelius. Who is Don Cornelius? He was the host of Soul Train. And I used to love how I used to end the show, and I'd like to end my show the same way. Peace, love, and soul, good people. This is your boy Gaming Dad, and I'm out. That's right, Geeky. 200 is crazy. All right, good people, this is your boy, and I'm out. Peace. Once I hit this button.